Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the final day of Vlogmas. We have done it. It's been an interesting month. It's been a very busy month with lots of things that I haven't been able to show you. But I'm happy. I'm glad. I'm very grateful. And I'm looking forward to this final day of Vlogmas. I hope you're all doing okay, wherever you are. I've just made a coffee. And the plans for today are wrapping, because I haven't done it all. I need to go and do some work with Dad. We need to go and do some printing and get everything ready for Boxing Day. I'm not doing any social media work or anything like that. Not doing any of it. Not doing any web design today. I'm not doing any business stuff. I'm going to do a bit of editing, obviously. But I'm not working today. It is officially a holiday. So I'm not doing anything. But I do need to go and pick up some beer as well. And I'm looking forward to now being able to relax and properly unwind and enjoy this time of year. There's been a few comments about how I don't seem very happy or that I'm not enjoying Vlogmas, and I really do enjoy it. I really do, and I love December. I love it. It's one of my favourite months of the year. Because of a lot of factors, I haven't properly felt like it's that time of year yet. Today I'm going to change that. So I'm going to take my coffee upstairs in a minute, and I'm going to go and edit the vlog and get the day started. We've got lots, well, we haven't got anything to do, but we're still going to be productive, still going to be positive. Today is a good day. So, let's go and edit. Let's go and edit this vlog, get that uploaded, and then we can start the day. So I have been working hard. This video is exporting, which is amazing. And you know what? Because it's Christmas Eve for me, I've got a bit of time. Dad's gone off to the brewery, which is fantastic news, because it means that I don't have to go out for that and I can just go out later. But we're going to do something that we haven't done for quite a few days, because it's been so busy. So, without further ado, you're going to thank me for this. And you're welcome. That intro doesn't get any better as time goes on, does it? So, first of all, thank you for everybody that has submitted all of the comments, Christmas questions, anything in the comments below during this Vlogmas. You're great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Obviously, if you put any on the last video that is for me not even uploading yet, I'm not going to have necessarily answered that. So, yeah, sorry. But that's just the way it is. So, we're just going to go through random comments and just pick stuff out that I haven't looked at yet. So, a lot of people are very appreciative of Vlogmas, so thank you to all of you. Yeah, it is a lot of work that goes into it, but it's worth it. I do love it, even though I come across as being miserable. Okay, we've had a really lovely comment actually, and I'm gonna reply to this because I can, and that is from @KarenSmith2204. Hello to you. Here is your comment. Hi there. Seems to me you don't really enjoy the Christmas Vlogmas. 2024. Give yourself a break. Don't do one. You seem to be very busy, which is great. Take a break. Find your vlogging joy again. Be happy, smile, create, love. Thank you for your comment. I really enjoy Christmas Vlogmas. I want to make that really clear. What I don't enjoy is the pressure that when you commit to something like Vlogmas, the pressure that then puts onto an already busy time of year for anyone. But then with all of the other stuff that I've had going on as well, it kind of stockpiles quite a bit. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy Vlogmas, because deep down I really, really do. But also there are other things that go on in my life that don't necessarily make me happy all the time, and I think that's a very important thing and something that should be pushed to the forefront, is that not everybody can be happy all the time, which obviously you all know that, you all know. 2024, I might do Vlogmas. I don't know what my situation is going to be in terms of next year. I have no idea, but yeah, I would much rather see it through and keep committed, keep making content, even if it's not the best content. I'm still creative, and I need, as a creative individual and as an artist, I need that creativity to motivate me. So Vlogmas is a really, really good way for me to keep that creativity coming through. And although it takes time out of my day, it kills my computer, it requires a lot of prior planning and thought and consideration and care and everything else. If I wasn't doing Vlogmas, I would be spending more time doing other creative things, which is fine, but I love doing this and I really enjoy it, and it does motivate me. So I might be doing it. I do have vlogging joy. Don't you worry. I do, deep down I enjoy it, but it's just a hard time of year for many, and the new year is going to be very different, and my life is going to change drastically within the next few weeks. So I'm very, I'm very inspired, and I'm very motivated, and I'm looking forward to seeing what directions everything comes in. It would have been very different if I had got my job earlier and things like that, and I would have been able to take you into work and show you some of the amazing things that we're going to be doing. But it didn't happen that way, and that's absolutely fine. So yeah, do not fret. I am happy. I'm a very happy person at the minute, but it's difficult to be happy all the time. And if you're unhappy, that's okay. I think one of the things that has also been a recurring theme, especially through the later section of Vlogmas, like the final week, people seem to appreciate my honesty with what I do and my views towards doing vlogging and things like that. I love it. I think it's a great thing to watch. I find watching vlogs really engaging. It's great to sort of see a deep dive into people's lives, learn more about them, what they do and who they really are. And there have been several that appreciate the way that I present that, and again, that I don't have to be so hard on myself. I know that as well as you do, but I think from being a performer, I have to be very self-critical, and I am a bit of a perfectionist, which is not always the best trait to have. But yeah, I do put a lot of work in. Okay, we've had a comment from Stitchy Jam Knitting Podcast. Hello to you, how are you doing? You are playing catch up with Vlogmas just because of work and crazy busy time of year. Tell me about it. Thanks for sharing your Christmas Day antics, that's what we do too. It's better to spread the joy over the day, I agree. it just makes so much sense, doesn't it? It just does. It's hard to stay motivated with Vlogmas, but we are loving it, so keep going. Thank you. Very, very good. I also like your Christmas tree emojis. Very, very good. We have another comment here that I'm going to respond to, which is from, again, I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Alec Felis? Hello to you, anyway. And again, you've been commenting throughout these vlogs. I have noticed. Thank you for your support. They have said, speaking for myself, but the reason to dedicate so much time watching several Vlogmas is to support creators that give value to us during the year. It's someone's real life and it's not supposed to be a Hallmark production. You are doing a great job in creating a nice, casual, authentic mixture between music and fibre art. Thank you for investing your time and sorry to see it so frustrating, but you are doing really great. Several people I've been watching this year already have given up when they saw that Vlogmas does not pay out for them. I had to give up from watching a few because it was looking like a waste of my time, and this is a two-way process. This is one of the truest comments I think I've had throughout the entirety of Vlogmas. It's not supposed to be a Hallmark production. It's not supposed to be highly polished, highly edited. It's meant to be rough around the edges. It's meant to be very different to a podcast, which is one of the things I always really tried to do, was to make it as not carefree, but I wanted it to be me. And I'm a very easygoing, chilled out, laid back, spontaneous individual. Like to sort of share the real me. Podcast me is this young professional person that knits and is trying to represent somewhat of a minority within the knitting world, but also doing it just because I enjoy it and I don't really care what people think about that. My vlogs are the same, and you know, I have a very strange life where my jobs involve music and that is my career, and I'm 26 and I'm self-employed and I do really, really cool stuff. Problem is that this Vlogmas, I haven't been able to show you that because I've relocated and everything has changed. But it is meant to be, for me, something that's casual, laid back, chilled out, but again, not as formal a composition as what a podcast is. It can be incredibly frustrating. That is so true, but I love it. I love that. And in terms of what you've said about how people have given up, I don't like doing that. If I say I'm going to do something, I will see it through because I have made that conscious decision to start it in the first place. So I want to do it, otherwise I wouldn't have said I was going to do it in the first place. And for me, again, for me to stop doing it would have been, I would have suffered more from that than, not that I've suffered at all, but I would have felt probably guilt for not doing that. Even though I wouldn't need to, I know, but yeah. In terms of Vlogmas paying out, I'm in a very fortunate position, thanks to the number of you that are subscribed and things like that, where some of what I earn, because I do have adverts on my podcasts and on my vlogs, and I do make a small amount of money just from you watching, which I know adverts are annoying, but as someone that's self-employed, it helps. And the way that I see that is that there are very, very, very few people in the grand scheme of things that make a living purely out of content creation on YouTube. And it's a very risky game, it's a very dangerous game, and it's very easy to fall off that game. And I've never wanted to do that. This, for me, is a hobby. Knitting has never been my job. I never want it to be my job. I'd love to do stuff like release patterns or do test knitting and that sort of thing. I'd love to do that. But it's never been a focus in terms of work. So in terms of paying out for them, there's almost that expectancy, I think, from a lot of people where they expect to get all the views and to get all of the money out of it and get all of the brand deals and get all the free yarn and all that stuff. That's not what it's about for me. I do what I do, and if I get a handful of change out of AdSense money, then I'll take it. But yeah, the whole paying out thing is a bit of a tricky situation. And it's also a very individual situation and also quite a private one, so I'm not going to go into that. But one thing that I also like that you have said is that it is a two-way thing. You get out what you put in, which is a very, very important thing. And yeah, I do put in the effort to take time out of my day to edit and film and that sort of thing. Again, it's trying to find the balance between that casual approach and that sort of artistic direction that is truly representative of me compared with your viewing pleasure and everything else. So, but yeah, thank you for your comment. I know that you've been a supporter of the channel. You're also publicly subscribed. Thank you. You can be too if you click down below. But yeah, thank you very much for everything you've done over Vlogmas. You're great. Sort of along the same sort of lines from that, I've had a lovely comment from another public subscriber who is an incredible podcaster, Yarniac, I'm going to call you. And that is the wonderful Green Lambkin Yarns. So again, Green Lambkin, thank you for following along with my little random shenanigans. It means a lot. Thanks for working so hard to make enjoyable and entertaining content for us all, Jack. As a Vlogmaser, you're a Vlogmaser, I think we can call you that. I totally get where you're coming from. It's flipping hard work keeping all the balls in the air, not to mention all the stuff you can't record and trying to think of stuff that's interesting on the days when life has been extremely mundane. Keep your chin up and keep doing what you're doing. It's great. Thank you. Thank you. It's very, very true. You're not wrong there at all. It's so hard to find a balance, and it's the way that I view Vlogmas, and I think that other Vlogmasers, as we're going to call them now, will be able to relate, is you have a work-life balance. Always. That's always there. If you're self-employed, you've got a work-life balance. But then when you've got a work-life Vlogmas balance, can get really overwhelming. And it's a lot to process and it's a lot to think about. But we've done it. This is the final day, so podcast to me is very much like we've had a wonderful time. Thank you everybody for watching and engaging and everything else. Casual me is thinking, we've done it, right. In an amazing way, as much as I've enjoyed it, is now one less thing for me to worry about for the next 10 months. If I do Vlogtober, who knows? But now I can spend the time that I was doing with editing and everything else doing other things. Because it comes out of my free time, because I can't allow it to take up my work time because of my work. This is all a big snowball, but I think one of the main things is that people that do Vlogmas and understand content creation and also sort of understand and appreciate what I do, they get this. Thank you. Okay, our next one is from Felicity Hobbies. Hello to you. Loving the Vlogmas and podcasts. Thank you very much. I know on a previous podcast you mentioned that you haven't travelled that much outside of the UK, but do you have a dream destination or a bucket list place that you'd like to visit? Also, ignore me if this was answered on the other vlog. I can't remember if you stated this. Happy holidays to you and your family. I'm going to respond to it anyway, because I can, and it's the last day of Vlogmas, so I can do what I want. Dream destinations and bucket list places to visit? Yes, I have many. The first one, which is going to make one viewer of this channel very, very happy, is I really want to come out to California. I'm going to try and make it happen this year. I'm going to try. It depends on what is happening with life, but I'm coming to see you. By the way, that's directed purely at Ali in Sweatpants because she travelled over to England and came to see me, and I said I would go, and I really want to, because it's going to be so different to here, and I'm all about that. Other bucket list places, I would like to go more into well, all areas of America. I think America's a fascinating place, mind-boggling to me, but also I find that quite exciting. I'd love to go to the States. I would like to go to more of the UK. I'd love to go to Shetland, and I would like to go more into Scotland, more places in England. I'd love to do more travelling locally as well as on a bigger scale. New Zealand is a bucket list place, definitely. Parts of Europe. I'd love to go everywhere, but I am also someone that is very content with where I am, and I highly appreciate where I live. So, yeah, there you go. A few options there for you. Oh, we've got another one from Alec Felis. This is a good one. For a while I was thinking that Brighton sounds familiar because of Jane Austen, but now I'm realising that it was also the first time we saw DCI John Barnaby in Midsummer Murders. Yes. Totally useless but fun facts that came to my mind, but leads me to my Christmas question. Like what you did there. Do you have any favourite Christmas TV shows? I especially like the aesthetic of All Creatures Great and Small special episodes. Would love to hear for more like that. Holiday greetings from Bulgaria. Well, hello Bulgaria. And thank you again for everything. You're great. I think that in terms of Christmas TV shows, I would go more Christmas movies. The Holiday is a favourite because I think the casting's great. I think that things like the Harry Potter films are a bit of a staple, or the Harry Potter books as well, are a bit of a staple in terms of festiveness here in the UK. They're sort of one of the things that a lot of people watch. For a few years, I watched Blackadder every Christmas. As in, I would watch all of them and then watch the Christmas special on Christmas Eve or New Year or Christmas Day. And I do have the full box set of everything that they did somewhere, but I think it's up north still. Yeah, so I don't really watch TV, but Christmas films, very good. Heather Tucker 7056, you have been commenting on a lot of these vlogs. Thank you very much. Glad you didn't get a hangover after your evening in the pub. I was fascinated by your mum's loft when you were finding the Christmas decorations. It looks like a very old house and full of character. I don't really get hangovers, but yeah, it is a really interesting little house. It's quite quirky. All of the rooms are different sizes and shapes. There will be things that you may have noticed, like a stained glass window that we have. We've got a wood burning stove and an old hearth, which is lovely. But also it took a lot to make it like that and bring back those old qualities. But it is a lovely, lovely house. We're going to leave it there. Thank you again to everybody that has engaged over the last 24 days. Mental. But yes, thank you everyone. For the final time this year, I'm going to snap my fingers and thank you for tuning in to Christmas Questions. That was a good little run through. However, my thumb is now black from my thumb pick. I wear a metal thumb pick that goes like that, and I use that on the string to drive the bass a bit more. These fingers are, you can't really see, but it's actually taken off a few layers. That one's quite sore. Either way, I've been playing. It's been really good. It's now 3:10. Mum's been doing wrapping, Dad's been out, and I wasn't needed to go and sort out all of the printing, which is fab, because it's meant that I can stay here all day and chill out and have a bit of a relaxing day. So although I am working and doing rehearsals and things like that, it's pretty chilled out, so I'm quite happy about it.
dear, it's 5 to 9 in the evening, and yes, I'm wrapping. I've had quite a nice, relaxed day, in all fairness, although I've left the scissors on the side. Yeah, I've had quite a relaxed day, to be honest, which has been good. Annoyingly, 2 presents have not arrived in time, which is fine. It happens. But overall, I'm not overly worried. And now I just need to get these last couple of bits done, and then I am going to be signing off for the year, which is probably good for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this episode, this final episode of Vlogmas here. But I did want to say a few things. First of all, thank you to everybody, not only for tuning into Vlogmas, but for everybody that has followed and been so supportive with everything that's happened over the last year. A lot of things have changed, as you're well aware. You've all been really, really great. So thank you for being very understanding and very supportive about what's going on in my life. I do have to say a big thank you to everybody who has been tuning in to the Vlogmases over the past 24 days. We've done it. We've certainly done it. I've learned a lot from it, and I've got a lot of things done which I needed to get done. So thank you for bearing with me. You will see and hear about a lot of the new things that I've been working on in the new year, because lots of things have changed, lots of things are happening, and most of that I couldn't talk about, which happens as well, I suppose. But overall, it's been a really enjoyable experience. It's been hard work, don't get me wrong, but I really can't complain. It's been good, and I'm looking forward to a day tomorrow, which is going to be very relaxing and very wholesome, I think is the word I'm looking for. And then obviously everything is going to be kicking off for Boxing Day. So again, I want to say a big thank you to everybody that has been involved, everyone that has joined throughout this Vlogmas series. Thank you. And I will be back with a podcast in January. I am hoping to, I'm not going to make promises, but I'm hoping to have the Yule sweater done, which didn't get done in time for Yule, but that's fine. And I'm also hoping to just have a bit of time to unwind and do some knitting. I haven't had a lot of time this year. This video is also going to be edited tonight for me, which is Christmas Eve, because I don't really want to be doing this on Christmas Day, although I might find myself doing a little bit here and there. But overall, I'm going to try and get this scheduled to go up tomorrow. So if you're watching this on the day it goes up, then I hope that you've had a wonderful Christmas or whatever you choose to celebrate. And I hope that you've been able to spend time with those that are close to you. And I look forward to seeing you for lots of yarny goodness in the new year. So thank you again. Season's greetings from me. And I will catch you in the new year. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you in 2024 for podcasts. Thank you.